Andrew Moore takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound.
Number 48, Andrew Moore.
So next to the plate for Texas, Cody Bellinger popped out and singled in his 2 trips to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. On the ground to the right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. So that's now 2 hits for him here today as he finds the hole into right. And as we put up our team leaderboard, you can see right there his total currently 3rd best on this Rangers ball club. Into the box now, Lewis Grumman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. This is flared out towards second. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
And this was set up perfectly for him to start the double play. He's in ideal position. And then I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. You know that old saying, be quick but don't hurry? Well, I think that was demonstrated right here.
Digging in, Sean Rodriguez. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. The 0-2 once more. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Bellinger, the runner at third. Grumman at second. Chapman on at first with nobody out. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Chopped to third. Tough to get 2. Scooped up. 1 there. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
A bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Stepping in now, Ricky Thurston. And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover. Comes set with the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Rangers will have to be content with just the one. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Rangers on top here, 6-0. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jacob May. They'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a breaking ball.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike one. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box now, Jason Castro. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. One out, nobody on. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. D. Gordon 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Two out, nobody on. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Swing and a liner. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. stepping up to the plate, Steve Schroeder. Greinke over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. On its way is pitch number 75, and he lays off there 1-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
Gordon is off of first with 2 away. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Man, the Mariners have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game long. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Next pitch will be an even 80 so far for Greinke. Weak chopper up the line. Segura behind on a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Mariners leave a couple. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. The Rangers on top in this one as we get a look at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. So the Rangers batting order turns over and set to go. Chris Davis. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Yeah, that last at bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Lifted the other way to left center. Schroeder is under this one. And very quickly, one gone. Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Now here's the pitch. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Gone! A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. 46 now for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Schroeder is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter,
Giancarlo Stanton.
He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Ground ball right into the shift. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Rangers 7 and the Mariners nothing. Solomon Jones gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Solomon Jones.
He's set and the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. So coming to the plate, Ryan Healy, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. First delivery to him on the way. Too low, 1-0. The 1-0 is a fastball well off the plate, but offered at for a strike. Jones, 30 years of age. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Skied into very shallow right. Judge has it in his sights, and he makes the catch for the second out. Settling in now, Kyle Seager, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Changeup in for a strike.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Seager behind with an 0-2 count.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Mariners are down in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at bat. Here comes the first pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. Hot shot on the ground is short. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. So striding in, Matt Chapman, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First delivery to him on the way. popped up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his third knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his third knock of the game, that's awesome.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike taken, the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Rangers lead 1, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Stepping into the box, Corey Spangenberg, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Now in the box, Jacob May. No hits to this point. From the stretch. And he just misses with a curveball. Late that time for a strike. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
To 1-2 now. One, 2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Now at the plate, Ricky Thurston. Here comes the first pitch. Chopper to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Coming to the plate now, Chris Davis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Big swing for Davis now, and a ball carrying well out to right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The windup and the 0-1. Lined hard toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in and looking for more, Mike Moustakas. He went deep last time up.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Rangers 7 and the Mariners nothing. Here's D. Gordon now. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. The pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners. At the plate, Steve Schroeder. He's set. Here it comes. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Yep, 1-2.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Gene Segura standing in as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. On the ground is short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, I've given up trying to predict where this amazing streak's going to end, so I'm just going to congratulate them and say, well done.
A 7-0 shutout final today. The Texas Rangers took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Zach Greinke records his 21st win of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Erasmo Ramirez was charged with another loss, his 18th of the season. Solomon Jones takes the rare 3-inning save, his 15th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian.